Sorry about that, folks. Computer glitch. Let's continue. So we'll go from our tiger move. Let's go again to the side. And we step. And we flip the toes. And we come under, along, and relax down. Let's do it twice more because it's a nice calming move. Last time. Now we have the Phoenix to the south. So we're going to scoop under and expand and rotate and step. Relax down and expand. So if you've done the Phoenix form, this is a walk in the park. If you haven't done the Phoenix form, this is quite a leap forwards. So let's go over the rainbow and in and step back and over the rainbow and come in. Good. And now we do the snake. So we turn, swing the arms around, look behind you and stretch. Good. And release, lasso the top arm, turn the toes, turn the waist, arms swing around and push. Good. Let's come back to center. Let's do it again. And I'm going to face the same direction as you to make it easier. We turn, look behind and push. Good. And release, lasso the hands, turn, look behind and push the hands away. I want to see the heels of the hands are pushing away, not the fingers. Good. Return to center. And we have the turtle, one of my favorites. Loving the turtle. We're going to sit back and down as we stretch forwards and up. Fill your back, keep the chin tucked and stretch the top of your head. Think of gripping a ball between your knees. Every structure should feel a good stretch and engagement and release and relax down. Good for the gold drill. So turn to your front left and we're going to step and step through. Roll back, hug and lift. Step and step through. Block, step back and pierce. Block, step back and pierce. Back to the choo-choo train. Half a step, don't close. Half a step and stretch and full step. Half a step, stretch. Let's do it again. Full step, half a step and stretch and turn. Step right, right hand blocks, left hand in front of the heart. Slide down, left blocks, right in front of the heart. So you're sliding from corner to corner, block and rise. Slide down, block and rise. Slide down, block and rise. Onto the earth element, we step to the side and again, big circle, stomach and spleen. Good. Let's come in. Movement 6, we start again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We swing under, turn on the heel, step the back foot through, open to your left. Close left. The arm comes up, feed the weight across, step back and swing. Shifting the weight into the left, turn on the right heel, step through left and open right. Easy when you know how. Keep turning, same direction, step through. And we weave. It's a common movement in Master Lock's work. I call it martial flowers. We can add steps. You always cross over the front foot. So we cross, 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 and we can step back. If you don't have room, you can just plant your feet. We can change direction. And we can step. And we can go back. Always crossing above the supporting leg. Well done. Take a breath. Relax down. Now for movement 7, or 7 stars in rotations, or Bagua jump. So we lengthen up, chin slightly down and back, and calm it all down. Lengthen the fingers down. And let's scoop. We bring the right hand under, left hand under, push the heel out, and swing your left hand towards the center of your circle. Release your right foot. Keep your shoulders relaxed and open. Ready? 8 steps round, starting with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, halfway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn in, hug ball, and release left. Right hand now is extending to the center of the circle. Left hand fingertips pointing to the elbow. Ready? Start with the left. 1, 2, 3, halfway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, halfway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're finished. We take a breath. Pulse level with the waist. Think of sealing in your energy. Point to the floor. Calming down. And a heel tap. Well done. You can ease from your stance. I feel ready to go back to bed. Nicely relaxed. Good. If you would like to take a glass of water, now is a good opportunity. Cheers. Yeah, that was very good. So, it is a beautiful progression form. It starts from nothing, from literally Wuji, as all Tai Chi should, and then gradually builds up in complexity using number references. So you have nothingness, primordial chaos, that's your open door 5. You have Tai Chi duality, heaven and earth. You have heaven, earth, and man. So you're not just working with concepts, but working within your own system. Then you have the stations of the compass with the auspicious animals. Then you have the elements, the metal, the water, the wood, earth, and fire and earth, I should say. And then you have the 6 harmonies, the 3 internal and the 3 external harmonies. And then finally, Bagua, the 8-step circle walking. So the numbers help you remember what you're doing, and the complexity builds. And it's funny how we finish with walking in a circle. A circle is a very simple shape and is found everywhere in nature and has immense energetic properties. It has no corners, so the energy can't help but flow in a circle. And yet it is incredibly difficult to actually achieve a perfect circle. Have you ever tried to draw a circle without a compass? It's difficult. So we find that the zenith, the very top of our practice in Seven Stars, is returning us to simplicity. Even if you think of what is nothingness, you might draw a zero. It's a circle. So we start from nothing and we finish with everything, and yet it looks surprisingly like nothing. How cool is that? Okay, so we have done our warm-up. I hope you're feeling comfortable and ready to continue. Now we're going to have a look at the Phoenix form. Now, sometimes if we're doing all three forms, we might do it a little out of order. We might do Seven Stars, and then we might do the Immortals, and we might finish with the Phoenix. That's quite nice because the Phoenix is more familiar and gentle in its way, so it acts as a nice warm down. But today we're going to continue the building up of the Seven Stars. So the Phoenix is beautiful. It's a Qigong Tai Chi form, as that's focusing really on our health. And as you know, a lot of the moves we've already done are echoed again in this form. So just take it nice and gently. We'll flow through it. We may do it a couple of times. We'll see how you feel. Would you like to do it on both sides, folks, is the question. Yeah? Yeah, okay, let's try it. But you know what? We will just do it one side and close and do it on the other side. The transition is lovely, you know, to go from one to the other without stopping. But I'd rather today just, you know, tick boxes and go, right, we've done that, without adding the extra stress of trying to make a seamless transition. Okay, so let's go. Phoenix and graceful clouds of blessing on both sides. Okay, might just angle. Good. All right, so here we are. We lengthen up and relax down. Calming down. Let's find all 10 fingers, gently press them down. And we begin with the Phoenix form. We scoop and come under. It was right the first time. We can reposition as required. Just allow yourself to return to Wuji. Ready, start. Left hand under this time. Left hand in fist. Right hand in fist. Closing left. Just allow your energy to settle, allow the tension to drain away. Allow your system to return to Wuji. And a little heel tap. Excellent. Well done. Good. And every so often I'm now just sort of moving the cursor a wee bit or something in case my computer decides to turn itself off again. That was horrible. All right, good job, folks. So we have 2 forms under our belt. Now we're going to look at the Immortals in Graceful Clouds. No, dear, I'm getting them confused. The Immortals Crossing the Sea. So this as you know, it has a more martial feel to it. It has a bit more flamboyance with its turns and its kicks. But we always want to work within our comfortable range. So if you're not feeling particularly flamboyant today, as I say, if you're recovering from illness or something like that, you just take it at your own pace. There is no shame in leaving out turns You can mark it out. You can sit and you can work through the arms if you want. So there are many ways to practice Tai Chi. Even our grandmaster talks about soup, pasta, pizza. So when you're just, you're not feeling great, maybe you've just had a long week, or you've been traveling a lot, or you're just, you want to practice, but you don't have much left in the tank, then soup. You just nice and soft and gentle, stay high in your stance, just work your way through the movements. And that is practice. That's good practice. And it means that it's sort of keeping it going. It's sort of on the back burner. The body's not forgetting it. And the brain has had a workout, and the muscles have had a gentle workout. All your structures have been worked. Then, if you're feeling pretty all right, then, but not a major amount of energy, pasta. You just sort of put the work in and don't push yourself, but try a bit harder, more than soup. Give it a good go. If, on the other hand, you're feeling really good in yourself, or you have just been practicing and you want to see how far you can take it, then you go to pizza. You go for the heavy duty stuff. You take wider stances, you take deeper stances. You really knock it out of the park and see how far you can take your practice. It's all too tempting to get into the habit to stick in one lane the whole time. So you may always want to do soup. You may always want to really push and yeah, I'm improving. But if you're exhausted, pushing is going to make you more exhausted. And if you're weak, you shouldn't be trying to do that. And if you've got lots of energy, why would you be doing soup? Why would you be doing pasta? If you have lots of energy, if you've got the bit between your teeth, go for it. So what I'm saying is Tai Chi is not just one size fits all, not even one size fits you. It has to adapt to your needs on the day, and being aware of your needs is a whole other level of practice from just box ticking and just doing it all the same every time. So play with it. It's also part of neuroplasticity. It will help your brain go stronger to be able to adapt to the situation rather than just doing the same thing every time. Okay, so we have 10 minutes. Let's have a go through our Immortals Crossing the Sea. Ready? We lengthen up. Chin slightly down and back, and let's lengthen those fingers down. Take that time to calm, to listen. Gently lengthen into your fingers. Go through the first move in your mind before you start. Ready? Begin. Pluck right, step to the side left. Pluck left, turn to the left. Pluck right, feed your weight back. Fishing toad, circle, come under. Step, you're going to push your hands out. Little kick and step down. Keep circling. Keep circling. Right, gathers left. Let's jump, why not? Down, down, up, kick, step, step. Keep the structure of the arms, right down, left up, and sit. Weight to the floor, close left. Allow everything to calm down. And a heel tap. Good. It can feel like time does something very strange when you're practicing, that it kind of warps, that it's sort of not going anywhere and yet it goes in a flash. That's because we take our brains into another wavelength when we're practicing Tai Chi. If you're doing it correctly, you're doing your Wuji, you're calming, you're letting go, you're going out of the normal, what is it, beta waves we're normally in, and you're going through the various waves, I don't know, alpha, theta, you're going through different wavelengths, and in a particular wavelength of relaxation, basically it's a state of relaxation, a state of focus, but letting go of everything else. There is actually no concept of time. So I'm sure you've experienced that, not just in Tai Chi, when you're reading a really good book, or if you're on holiday and you're having a fabulous time. It feels like in the moment, it's going on forever, and yet it's over and no time has passed. It's very, very strange. The brain loses count of time when it's in flow. That's basically what I'm saying. We go into a state of flow. So if you feel it's a bit weird, I definitely got it when I was performing on stage. I'd come out on stage and I think, oh, flip, what am I going to do here? I'll have practiced and practiced, but when you're out on stage and the lights are hitting you and the audience is in front of you, it's kind of like, oh, and then you finish and you're going, thank you very much, and you're going off and you're going, what happened? I don't actually remember performing. And it's the same thing, that you're in a state of flow, you're in the moment, you're absolutely absorbed and focused, very relaxed, nothing else exists in that moment of time. And then you're going, where was that moment of time? It could feel like forever and non-existent all at the same time. So you're not going mad if you're experiencing this weird time warp. You may not be experiencing it, that's fine. But if you do, it's because you're going into that state of flow. And in flow, it is the endless now. That's a nice way to experience, to express it. You're focused, but time doesn't exist. You're just in flow. You're in the now. And that's mindfulness practice, folks. That's what it's all about. We want to be mindful. So if you're busy criticizing yourself and like, that wasn't right, and that wasn't right, and I did that wrong, you're not in flow. So if you're thinking what I just said made no sense, it's probably because you're trying too hard and you're criticizing yourself. And so you're pulling yourself out of the state of flow. It takes time. Sometimes it can just happen. It's kind of like grace. It just happens. So it's not something that you have to work at, but rather you let go into. And it is a very beautiful thing to experience. So I hope you are getting glimpses of it at least. And as I say, the way to experience it is to don't worry about it, turn up for class and just do it. Just do the Tai Chi. And you go, huh, where did the time go? Is that an hour-long class? So that was an hour-long class. Let's finish with a wee relaxation. Warm down. So happy to see my cat drinking. She's had bladder issues, dear lover. So gently does it. So you hear little lapping sounds in the background. That's what it is. Good. Let's go to the thighs. Just cup your hands, pat your thighs and your knees and lower legs, ankles and feet. Good. Some other practices talk about just letting go of your body and ignoring your body. In Tai Chi, our way of getting into flow, our way of getting into that lovely experience of mindfulness is to use the body, to listen to the body. So by listening to the body, it becomes something completely different from that sort of thing that you're dragging around all day while you're thinking about things. It actually becomes interactive. The body talks to you and helps you to heal. So if we're ignoring our bodies, then we're not giving it what it needs. And if we're listening, then we're more likely, if it wants to stretch, you can help it stretch. So do keep listening to that body. Let's do a flop of the wrists slightly in front, and we just bounce and let the body go all nice and floppy. Let it be a rag doll. Good. And relax down. I'm going to add another wee practice. We're going to gnash our teeth. Just open and close your teeth like that. Unlike grinding, tooth gnashing is actually very good to strengthen your teeth and strengthen your bones. Can you hear my teeth? So a little bit of gnashing every day does you good. And finally, I'd like you to just gently pinch, a bit like a hook, but very round, and buff your nails. So you're buffing your nails with your nails. And this is very good for your connective tissues, your fascia, your, what are they? Ligaments and tendons, all the connective tissues, the pericardium, the tissue surrounding your heart. Just by buffing your nails, you are helping the energy flow to connective tissues. Well done. And relax. Let your arms hang and breathe. And just listening to your body. And we go from Wuji to center. We overlap the hands to the center of the belly, hug the elbows in and breathe. Breathe down into your center. Feel into your center. And feel the energy is stronger. Well done. Relax down. Beautiful. Let's salute, please. Thank you very much for joining me today, working so hard, getting out of bed. That's all good. And I look forward to seeing you next time.